Today, I'm going to review Android Oreo 8.0 and explain all of the nuances, all the new features, and what's really cool about this operating system. To start, we're going to get over in the notifications panel. As you can see now, it shows persistent apps such as nav bars. You can see the Android system in there, and it actually has this like cool pop-down menu. So you can see it even when it goes away. You see how it kind of just pops out of nowhere. It's really, really cool and condensive. You scroll down a little bit more, you can see how it's like nice and streamlined now, where you can have all of your notifications and settings at a glance. Speaking of settings, if we actually hop into settings, you'll actually be able to see that it's now very much consolidated in the sense that it's streamlined, it's clean, it's standard. It actually looks very iOS-like, in my opinion, because a lot of the menus, as you can see, there's no more like hamburger menu. It's more just like everything in its design, and it fits and it's seamless. And I love the seamlessness of the design. It kind of just tells you everything at a glance, and it just shows you it. And I really appreciate that. Another cool thing is actually the battery. As you can see now, it just makes it nice and apparent. You know, like you see the battery icon, you can see how long since your last charge, you know, your screen usage, which is the main things you care about. They just put that at the top, and all the other logistics are at the bottom, so you can it just makes it nice and easily adjustable in that regard. We go in the system, as you can see, I am on Oreo, last update, boom. And you can see in the also the system, the new mini game is weirdly enough this little Easter egg. It's a cool little octopus thing. It's really cool. And if you keep flipping the screen, then it does different things. You've probably seen that somewhere else. All right, so getting into other systems, if you long press on anything coming from, earlier things like Nougat, you can actually see that there's different settings that can be portrayed by these things. Typically, it would have more settings in this. I think it's because it's it's recording. It can't do the things, but there's additional settings for each app. So you can see for Twitter, it's like to tweet. You can have compose a message, replies. You can go straight to your DMs. So it makes it a lot more seamless to just integrate that into your system. That way you can just go straight to things that you care about, like taking selfies. Let's be real. One is on Nexus devices now. The Google Assistant is now working, so you can actually make integrate Google with all of your different systems, just like the Google Home. Makes it a lot more seamless, and it's great that they actually brought that down to the Nexus 6P and the 5X. Another good one is Google Play basically Protect, which, as you can see right there, it gives a little stamp that says essentially which apps are protected by Google, which apps you should download, what apps you shouldn't download, and it has a nice little next level version of security on Android. The contextual features, such as if you highlight a lot of stuff, as you can see right here, let's just highlight the address, you actually get a cool pop-up that brings you right into Maps. So it is super seamless to just be able to copy numbers or address or contacts or things like that and import them right into the respective apps. So you can see, boop, South Beach brings me right to the location. Really, really cool. Another cool seamless feature is how everything kind of is free flowing in the background. The main thing that Android Oreo operates in its system is it allows all the tasks to be kind of backgrounded, and all the background apps kind of are in hibernation. So if you know about I think it was called Firefly or hibernation app, how they essentially made it so that all the apps kind of just free float in the background. This kind of essentially does the same thing with Android Vital, which is their new name for the system that controls battery life. it essentially makes it so that each and every system is now like one seamless, cool, essential part of the operating system. And that is amazing because your battery life should be dramatically improved, considering that social media and things like that won't drain your battery as crazy as they would before. Well, at least we hope. And basically, that's all of the main changes among the Android Oreo operating system. As you can see, you have a lot of new settings. You have a lot of new, things to look at, especially if you're using Nexus phones and things of that nature. You're going to have a lot of new changes that you can use. This is another Aqua review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm coming out later with the iOS final beta review for the iOS 11. So if you're really into that or you just care about technology in general, be sure to subscribe, comment on this video below, and as always, have an Aqua day.